我爱中医。
我愛中醫。
J'aime la médecine traditionnelle chinoise.
Ich liebe TCM.
Szeretem a hagyományos kínai orvoslást.
من علاقه زیادی به طب سنتی چینی و طب سوزنی دارم.
பாரம்பரிய சைனா வைத்திய முறைகளை மிகவும் விரும்புகின்றேன்.
I love Chinese medicine.
Dr. Wu, could you please share your insights into the development of traditional Chinese medicine education in Canada? Thank you, Suki. Yes, Canadian acupuncture and Chinese medicine educational development is split into 3 time periods. First was the time of origination, or the sprouting period of Chinese medicine in Canada. Second was the height of the developmental period. Third is the maturation period. In the past century, during the 1980s, Chinese medicine in Canada first began to take root. This was the first sprouting of the seed of Chinese medicine education. At that time, there were a number of Chinese medicine schools cropping up all over Canada. And aside from this, there were also many practitioners scattered around the country. The first Canadian Chinese medicine school opened in Victoria, British Columbia, in 1984 and was called the Canadian College of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine. However, it closed its doors in 2011. In the late 1980s and early 1990s was the development period of Chinese medicine in Canada. In Victoria, British Columbia, Toronto, Ontario, and Edmonton, Alberta, each province had many Chinese medicine schools. In the late 1990s, at the height of their popularity, there were over 50 acupuncture schools in Canada. After 2013, when Chinese medicine legislation was introduced in Canada, the maturation period of Chinese medicine began. At that time, 2 exams were introduced, one for acupuncture practitioners and one for traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, both of whom can now be licensed to practice in many Canadian provinces. This is what defined the beginning of the maturation period of Chinese medicine in Canada. More recently, it's become possible for some Chinese medicine schools to obtain permission from the government to accept international exchange students, as well as to provide students with the Ontario Student Loan Program, OSAP, to assist them financially in their studies. Similar benefits exist in Alberta, British Columbia, and Quebec. Canadian TCM and acupuncture colleges are mostly private, mostly going by similar names such as college, school, institute, or academy. They are also different sizes, with the smallest schools having between 30 and 50 students, middle-sized schools between 50 and 100 students, and the largest schools having between 100 to 150 students. This is mainly speaking of schools in Ontario, Alberta, and BC. Chinese medicine education in Canada underwent 3 development periods. The 1980s was the sprouting period. The 1990s and early 2000s were the development period. And the 2010s until now are the maturation period. After this period, we've entered into a more stable standard of practice, which includes regulatory standards, professional standards, educational standards, and common theoretical standards across the entire industry. Canadian TCM has roughly 30 years of growth, which compared to modern TCM in China, which has 60 years, is still relatively young.
When did you enroll in OCTCM?
I first started this program in the summer of 2019, so I'm in my last semester now.
Mm-hmm. So why did you choose to study TCM or acupuncture program?
Yeah, so I chose to study acupuncture first, and I will later go into the TCMP program. I chose to do this because my background is undergrad of kinesiology. So as a personal trainer and a fitness instructor, I think that there's more to health than just physical exercise, and I think that acupuncture is a really great way to be able to stimulate health on the inside as well as on the outside.
So do you think you like gain something like when you're studying in OCTCM?
Yes, so I think the school is really great for, despite COVID and learning through virtual classes, I think that it's really great. It gave me the experience with practical methods as well as all of the theory that I need to be able to connect the Eastern and the Western medicine both, which is very important. It's not just one-sided.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to share?
I think that it's a great program if anybody's even a little bit interested. I think it's a really good program to begin broadening your any information that you would like to know, or any passion that you might not understand yet. Anything to do with therapy, physical or mental, acupuncture has a lot to offer in all those.
Okay, thank you.
If you like our video, please remember to share, press like, and subscribe our channel. See you next time.